Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're having a great day. I am having an awesome day. Why? Because I am with Eric of Sage News. Once again, Eric, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
I'm ready to crush it. How about you?
Good. I've got some stuff that we're working on. So you want me to just start to rock roll with it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I've been talking to some of my people that actually haul fuel, that are my soldiers on the ground, that are the ones that actually drive the fuel trucks and deliver to the trucking stops and the gas stations. Kind of the gist of what's going on with all the fuel shortages. So he's going to be doing some stuff for me tonight. We'll probably drop another video. But as of right now, the information is in the Ohio, Indianapolis area, Kentucky area. They're actually running out of fuel at the stations in which they fuel the trucks to go deliver to the truck stops. So what happens is, and I'll give you a quick thing, is a lot of that fuel comes up from the Gulf and it runs up barges and it gets offloaded from the barges into the stations where they can fuel up. Well, when the driver shows up, he logs into a key code and it'll tell him, where for the amount of fuel he's going to get and stuff like that. Well, what they're doing is they're actually now giving them allocation amounts, which is like limited amounts of fuel that they can take. So he'll show up to one of these locations and there's a lot of trucks fueling, a lot of different of these trucks fueling. It'll either tell him he's out of allocation, meaning his company can't get any more fuel from this stop, or it's actually telling him we are actually completely out of fuel here and we have no fuel to give you. So he actually drove around. I think he went to 3 or 4 different places to try to fuel a couple nights ago, and none of them had fuel. He basically was not able to fuel his truck, and 2 of his stops that he was supposed to deliver fuel to, 2 actual truck stops, ran out of fuel also. So some of the problem seems to be that they can't get fuel up from the Gulf to the actual locations to be able to fuel it.
So I'm glad you brought up, you've got some boots on the ground doing this, because we've gotten some of our greatest information and inspiration from you, our subscribers. And we came up with this idea because we need real proof. Sage, have you seen some of those pictures floating around of grocery stores with empty like meat shelves, like in the meat section? Have you seen those pictures?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and the problem is that there are very few like selfies or there's dates. So a lot of people come out and they go, "Look, I don't believe that because my store is full." But I can't. So that means that picture must be not real. So me and Sage, Eric, came up with this idea, and what we wanted to do is, if you guys see something out there when it comes to supply chain fuel shortages, something that you think is really interesting, and you want to take like a 15-second quick video or a picture, what we're asking you to do is do this: take just a little card, and let's see if that comes up, and hashtag Ninja Nation, and then also put Sage News and Economic Ninja. And just all you got to do is literally, as you're taking the video or whatever, you just hold it up in front of the camera and you can pan it. Then they know this is original stuff. This is up-to-date stuff. And then we could share with you guys, our large audience, things that are coming, right? Because just because it doesn't happen in your town doesn't mean it's not happening in the town next to you. Right, Eric?
Correct. Absolutely. And this also gives an opportunity to form that true Ninja Nation that you were looking for. Help from your soldiers on the ground, from your people on the ground that could actually bring the true information to us so we can get it out there to help everybody. And this actually legitimizes that by doing that and putting that information in there, saying, no, this is real. And I'll prove it to you by putting that on there.
Yeah. And then what we say is we're going to put an email in this description, a special email that you can send this stuff to, so that me and Eric can access this. And then you don't even have to say anything. If you want to talk in the video clips or put up a photo, if you want to keep your stuff private, that's 100%. We agree. That's important. Absolutely. But as long as we get information out to people, so that if you know that the town next door is running out of fuel, what's about to happen to your town? They're going to come to your town and take your fuel.
Absolutely. And this is stuff that, like I said, the best way to get this out is for the people that watch both of our channels to help us get this information out. So that way we can share it with everybody else. And I think that's what's extremely important right now, is being able to legitimately share this information out and verify that this is actually happening, because there is so many fluctuations, and this helps do that.
Yeah, because I'm getting reports. I hear subscribers, emailing and they're texting, or messaging through Facebook or YouTube saying, "Hey, we're out of fuel in this town. We're out of the fuel in that town." And that's something that truckers need to know too. I mean, if you knew it ahead of time and you had some proof, you might want to reroute or stuff like that, right?
Absolutely. And that's stuff that, fuel stops are important. Like I said, so when you say I'm going to stop here, that comes off for a truck driver, fueling comes off of the amount of time that they can work in a day. For them to stop and get pulled in and then find out that there's no fuel there, that could actually affect the amount of time they can drive.
Yeah. And we're not only looking for information on fuel from truckers, but everything that has to do with the supply chain. I put out a photo that a subscriber sent to me about those plastic Coke bottles, the green and red ones, right? Filling up 3 shelves. People are like, well, it's a fake photo. And so how can it be fake then all of a sudden if you're holding up the card? And you know what I mean? It's like, well,
Right.
Okay, this is a real thing because any of those photos in the past are not going to have Sage News, Economic Ninja, and hashtag Ninja Nation. We want to prepare you guys so that you can, not panic. We don't need to run out and buy a bunch of toilet paper. I mean, you can only poo so many times, right, Eric?
Well, yes, to the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. See, don't you love it? I always want to throw everybody on my channel for a loop. So that wasn't in the notes.
Exactly.
So, okay, we're going to cut this short, guys. We're going to make it real quick. But essentially, we're looking into investigating this fuel shortage that's going on with large truck depots. We are going to get you more information, but this is how we're going to do it. Because of you guys, you're being so awesome in helping us get information. This will solidify it for so many more thousands, if not millions of people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So be a part of the nation, help out, throw that in there. Boom.
All right. Well, with that being said, Ninja Nation is out.